Hello everyone and welcome back. Now today I'm here to show you something, and it isn't this neat football shirt which actually helps support Stregosian people. I'm not here to talk about that. What I am here to show you is, and despite how it may look, this isn't pornographic by the way, so don't go thinking this is not safe for work or anything. It may be slightly horrifying to the human eye, but it's pretty safe for work. Now I've got to put this because I need both my hands. I'm here to show you this. It's a blood pressure monitor. Got to have this on for 24 hours. It's a pain in the arse, if I'm honest with you people. An absolute pain in the arse. Good Lord, look how pale I am. Because you see, I think I've mentioned before that I have high blood pressure. I think it's probably due to my diet. I mean, I eat pretty healthy, I think. Well, ish. Better than I used to when I was younger, I know that much. I had a blood test yesterday and apparently I got high cholesterol and high liver reading. No idea what that means. I'm not sure I want to know at the moment, but they're putting this thing on me. This thing here will just squeeze my arm at random occasions. There doesn't seem to be a consistency to it so far. What the heck is that on? What on earth was that? Weird. Anyway, gotta have this thing on. Look at it. It will squeeze my arm at random intervals, as I said. I have no idea what the consistency is because there doesn't seem to be anything to it right now. But anyway, as I was saying, I have this thing on me for 24 hours, although actually looking at the time, it's now down to 22. So hopefully, if this thing isn't too painful, I'll get through the day, because at the moment it's quite painful when it squeezes my arm. I mean, I've done the home test where that weren't too bad, but this thing here really squeezes the arm like you would not believe. And it's really annoying. Anyway, I'm going to put my shirt back on now because it's not exactly warm at the moment. And let's face it, nobody wants to look at this, do they? Right, now I've got my shirt back on, I can talk about a bit more about it. Because if you were with this vlog at the beginning, you'd know that I was actually diagnosed with blood pressure about 18 months ago, October 24. I saw a doctor. He suggested I intermittent fasting, where I had this period of about 6 hours without eating food and everything else, nothing. Well, I can drink. And I slowly got into that. I couldn't really get into intermittent fasting, but I did cut down on my food. I went into exercise half-heartedly, if I'm honest. Didn't quite turn out. Then I started doing my vlog, and I really got into exercise proper. And as it stands at the moment, I do about an hour 5 minutes exercise Monday to Fridays. So that's 5 hours and 25 minutes exercise on average. That includes the warm-up I do before my jog. I currently jog 5.2 kilometers according to Google Maps. That's 5 days a week, by the way. And I do 30 minutes on exercise bike on a fairly tight tension. So it's all good, I think. I think I'm doing alright. I really do. Ignore that, it's just my phone beeping. So I think I'm doing okay. I mean, I've cut down on the fatty foods. I cut down on the sweet stuff. I drink more water. I cut down on my salt. I even cut down on my caffeine. But apparently it's not enough. I have this bizarre thing. I'm going to have to go on. They're going to want to put me on an extreme diet that will basically involve me eating foods that I find to be disgusting. I really don't want that, you know. I really don't want to end up like that. But I may not have much of a choice in the matter if I wish to live. And if you actually pay attention to this vlog, then you'll know that I have a fear of death. I really do. Funny, really. But still, that's life. I'm going to leave you for now, because there's not much else to say. But I'm going to keep you updated with how this thing is going and see if I can find any consistency into the timing of this damn thing working. Because I look at it, I thought it might actually give me the reading, but it doesn't. So I had a look at it, it done the countdown, and then it just gave me the time. So that's it, I'm afraid, for now. That's it. Oh well. Jane shall return. So it's about 10:15 now. I've had this thing on for about 9 hours. It came a bit loose at one point, and well, actually you can't really see it because I'm not taking my jacket off again. It's too much bloody effort. But I will be soon to get into bed. Anyway, I had about 9 hours. Got to lose at one point. I had to make it slightly tight because it almost fell off. And about 10 minutes ago, it decided to just squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until my hand was in a lot of pain. I said, "What the frick are you trying to do to me?" I have been talking to this a few times actually today. I am going slightly crazy, I think. To say my blood pressure again is stupidly high, I haven't really done much in the way of exercise. I've mostly entertained myself. I mean, I've made a video, well, this one anyway. Spoke to an old friend for a little bit, which was nice. I made some bread, which you'll see in a future video. I tried to do one of my reading videos, but this thing here on my arm just started playing up and I started swearing. And I decided to stop. I prepared another video I'm doing. I won't talk about it, but I started. So that's nice. So I've been keeping myself busy if nothing else today. Anyway, I'll brush my teeth, give my face a little wash. I'll be getting into bed soon. Watch a bit of TV, hopefully I'll sleep. Problem with this thing is that I got it here and I got it on my, is that because it's on my right seat, I tend to sleep facing the right. And I'm not going to be able to do that tonight because of where this damn thing is. So I'm going to be sleeping on my back, which I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of. I really hope it doesn't hurt my back too much. So I'd rather not wake up with my back in a weird position. But we shall see. Anyway, I'm off to bed now. I will return in the morning with more thoughts about how I slept. Hopefully I sleep more than I don't sleep. We shall see though. James out for now. And I'm back. It's about 20 past 4 now, I think, in the morning. I woke up I got to sleep about 11:30. Woke up 3. Spent an hour in bed trying to sleep. Couldn't. Not sure how I got to sleep in the first place, but still. Not long now. I'm past the halfway point with this damn thing on. And it doesn't seem to hurt as much as it used to when it takes my blood pressure now, so that's a good thing, I think. Anyway, I'm awake. I have barely any faculties at the moment. So I'm going to do what I normally do in the morning, have a drink and wake myself up, and then I'll get on with stuff. Not sure what's up, but I'll find something. Anyway, I shall return. Welcome back. Told you I'd be back, didn't I? Now, the time is coming up to 12 o'clock. And that means my appointment at the doctor's to get this damn thing removed is coming very, very soon. I'd be lying if I said I'd miss this thing, because I won't. It's a pain. It seems to just want to take your pulse at random, my blood pressure at random times. There probably is a pattern to it, but I have not seen it. Anyway, almost time now, and I am very, very happy about that. Hopefully there'll be no bad news. Hopefully they'll have a quick look and say, "James, your blood pressure is absolutely normal." They probably won't. But still, we shall see. Anyway, I'm going to get my shoes on soon, head up, because it's a walk of an amount of time. And if I'm honest, I could drive there, but I'm not really, as I've said before, I'm trying not to drive as much as I used to. Or, especially when it comes to unnecessary journeys like this, which can easily be done by foot. Plus, I'm sort of paranoid that if this thing starts going off when I'm driving, I'll probably crash. Because I notice if it doesn't get it straight away. You just squeeze tighter and tighter, and sometimes it's very painful. So, anyway, it's a nice day as well, so perfect excuse for a walk, really, I think. So, fingers crossed, it all goes well, alright, for me, okay? I've got to wait, but you won't, because due to the skill of editing, it's going to be a clean cut. Much like a blunt instrument. Right. Take care, everyone. See you soon. I'm back, everyone, and guess what? I'll show you. Look. No full frontal nudity, isn't look. It's not there anymore. Look. See that? See, the mark where it was but it's gone. It's frigging gone, people. You have no idea how relieved I am. And even better, the doctor went through my readings afterwards, and it turns out I'm only slightly above average during the day. At night, I'm at the normal rate. So it's just during the day now, which is really good for me. Because I was getting quite, because I'd done the test with the home kits that they can lend you. I almost say give, don't give them to you, they lend them to you, because they're probably not cheap. And I was getting some very high readings at times, and it made me very concerned. But turns out my readings are only slightly above average now. My average during the day is now 134, I think it was. Let's have a quick look. Excuse me while I put that like that. Look, that's my average reading. 132 over 93, which is better than what I was getting when I was doing it myself. And the night time, 114 over 78, which is normal. So that means I'm getting better. And you have no idea how freaking happy that makes me feel. So relieved, you know. Because, you know, there's always this fear within inside me that says, what if this journey of self-improvement is worthless? What if it just turns out you can't, there's no point to it? You know, like I get a cancer diagnosis or something like that. And those thoughts do linger with me sometimes. Mostly when I try to sleep. Sometimes when I wake up in the middle of the night. But turns out I'm doing okay. I'm improving, which is the whole point of me and this flipping channel. So all 109 of you, used to be 111, but I've lost 2 recently. Not going to take it personally at all. But to 109 of you who are still here and following me in my journey, although most of you aren't actually watching my videos, you just subscribed. I know this because most of my videos are struggling to make 10 views at the moment, which is a shame, but that's life, I think. Anyway, I'm going to finish this because I need to have a shower. So until next time, people, bye.